This is video of Keith Urban in Hershey, Pennsylvania on October 2nd, and I'm gonna pause it right here. You see that? That woman right there is not Maggie Baugh, which is very revealing, but not in the way you're thinking. I'll get you up to speed on Maggie in a second, but I think Keith's first post-breakup announcement concert revealed a lot about what did not happen before Nicole Kidman filed for divorce. Media is getting this one all wrong, and honestly, the victims are a 25-year-old singer from Florida and you and me. This video is going to focus on Keith's return to the stage with emphasis on the 3 things that are missing. Yes, I did say 3. Along the way, we'll look at how the truth of what's going on with Keith and Maggie is obvious, but not very convenient. Let's start with the set list. Here it is per Setlist FM. Pretty typical. Some new with a lot of hits. He's covering Chapel Roan now, which is pretty fun. Yeah, I see my favorite song there, Till Summer Comes Around. That still makes the set awesome. The encore ends with You Look Good in My Shirt. That song's a total jam. But you want to know which song you don't see? Keith dropped The Fighter from his set list after playing it previously. And this is the song that everyone's sort of talking about right now. Originally inspired by Nicole Kidman, but recorded as a Carrie Underwood duet, people were saying that he changed the lyric while singing with Maggie, and that was evidence that they were a thing. Go ahead and listen. He says, "I'll be your guitar player." I don't know, to me, that's hardly an HR violation. TMZ points out that when Keith was playing a residency in Las Vegas, he points at Maggie when singing the lyric, "I'm gonna love you." But I think a more objective interpretation finds Keith pointing to Maggie just before she's set to sing. He points and then says, "I'm gonna love you," as he's bringing his arm down, and that's when Maggie starts singing from the other side of the stage. I'd show you, but TMZ will sue me if I use their video. It's pretty clear he's facilitating a transition here, like, hey, look at that girl over there, kind of in the shadows, but she's gonna start singing now. Total pro move. I'll circle back to the lyric change in just a second, but first, the second thing missing from Thursday night's show, Maggie Baugh. Go back to that video from the start of our video and freeze once again. That's Natalie Stovall moonlighting for Keith Urban, as she does a lot. Here she is with him in Vancouver on September 10th. You want to guess which song they're singing? Here she is from CMA Fest when they did a Spotify House showcase. It seemed that Keith has a rotation of female auxiliary players, probably because both Maggie and Natalie have careers of their own. Maggie's a rising singer-songwriter, and Natalie is 1/3 of Runaway June, plus she does work for the Grand Ole Opry as a digital host. She's also one of the coolest people you'll ever talk to, and she's been married for like 17 years, which I only add because I don't want the internet eye of Sauron to turn on her. That second video of Natalie singing with Keith proves that he brings the same playful energy to the duet, no matter who's across the stage singing with him. He's one of the great live performers, in part because of this spontaneity. You'll never see the same tour in back-to-back years, which is kind of rare in country music, and he changes the lyrics to his songs all the time. In fact, back in 2017, he changed the lyric to tell Carrie Underwood he'd be her fighter during a performance at the ACM Awards. I don't recall anyone believing that they were having a torrid love affair. I'm not sure how long ago Natalie signed on with Keith, but I can confirm that Maggie has been sharing a stage with him for at least 18 months. She's 25 years old and from Florida, and she moved to Nashville after high school. We've talked to her at Taste of Country before, and in fact, we once premiered a song called Drinking to the Broken Hearts. Good voice, talented instrumentalist, cool girl. She's also TikTok famous, which means she's going to post about all the neat things that happened to her, like, touring with Keith Urban.
Here's the theater before everybody starts trickling in, and then here's the video from Soundcheck.
There is one final thing missing from Thursday night's show, and I suppose I really could get into the weeds about everything said about Nicole and Keith post-divorce announcements, but subscribers know we did that on Thursday during our weekly live stream series, Talking Country Live. There we played fact versus fiction and explored Nicole's divorce documents. Link in the corner and the description section, and yeah, I'd love for you to join us next week because this story's a pretty big one. Okay, One final thing, and Keith has shows all weekend long, so you can guess that we'll be micro-analyzing every one. Keith Urban took the stage in Pennsylvania without his wedding ring on Thursday night, and that just makes me sad. For 19 years, they were a really good country music love story, and they were super cute on the red carpet. I guess all we have now is the memories. I'm Billy Dukes for Taste of Country. Thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing.